opportunity with her Trojans against UConn, and off we go.
The bloodlines run deep. The storylines are plentiful.
There's a double. There's a pull-up. It's no good on the opening shot. Offensive rebound, no good. Third try, maybe, spits out to the sideline. And it is USC coming away with it off the miss from UConn. Where do your eyes go early in this game? What do you watch?
Well, I think, obviously, we're talking about Paige and Juju.
There's Juju over Paige to knock it down.
Effort plays.
How about Juju Watkins there getting the hand in and then leading the run out to score? That's 94 feet of Los Angeles. She's got a hop in her step right now with the ball. Off the double, she gets it to the foul line and 2 for UConn. And that's what Lindsey Gottlieb said.
That the Trojans present. So it's not just about the rebounding in the glass, but it's
equation.
Well, on the defensive side, that's a big part of it in terms of communicating.
That's exactly what you're talking about, Sarah. Different spot of the court, but the find was good. Beckers for 2 on the...
A big swing, potentially for the Huskies to take advantage of. Should have been 2 at one end, and instead they get a bucket and cut this a little closer.
Yeah, that miss is almost like a live ball turnover. This time she finishes.
Taking them to a Final Four began at UC Santa Barbara.
Not deny the fact that this game is special. So much of her love for basketball came.
Oh, he knows there's development that has to be had, but somebody like Strong and Beckers have been so good for him. On the drive and drop off right to the doorstep. It's an easy
after USC had a hot start, and a big part of that comes from the patience of Beckers.
Oh, man. Jude, Beckers, and Watkins. Watkins the miss. Good defense from Beckers. Alfie down on the floor, and this will be a top where Aaron Sorkin is an alumnus, that there wasn't more walking and talking like the Westwood.
Give her a little bit of time. Maybe the second half. Can we revisit it?
UConn on the kick out for Kaylee Heckel, the New York native.
For Shade, you had mentioned this earlier. She's coming off the game. She had 27 points, 7 of 10 from the three-point line. I like that she got a little bit closer to the basket. See one go through and get that momentum back.
UConn's only hit 1 3 so far. That one goes down for Kennedy Smith, and USC actually had a minor surgical procedure, as we mentioned, in mid-November. Beckers, that is just smooth. So easily and so quickly, Sarah. Like that. Watkins for 3. Out of nowhere.
I think you don't always fully appreciate. They've got defenders draped on them. They are the key focus for a defense, and they do make it look so smooth and how they're able to get off shots.
Sarah Strong off the spin toward the baseline.
And that's where, for UConn, not only Sarah Strong, who's been tremendous this season, but finding that the different parts of these games, just over 9 attempts per game.
On Olhoff, a nice entry feed. UConn, quick ball movement. Off the spin. That does go for Avery Howell. What?
And as you can see, she was a part of the Canadian national team, 2-time Gatorade Ohio State.
And the inbound to Beckers. She did get it away, and that won't go. For the first time for Connecticut tonight, that's a high-low, and it's a dandy to Strong.
Being one of those, regardless of her injuries, she's got so much gravity on the floor.
Watkins took an extra step and banked it in. The crowd went into hush mode.
And Watkins is just so tough finishing through contact.
Strong. Oh, what a cut. Maybe that's why Beckers is not on the floor right now, right? Force them to play through each other. Oh, here's another long shot that goes down, this time von Olhoffen. That won't go on the other end for Strong. Looks like everybody's okay somehow. Back tap from Strong. Arnold down to the ground. Pried it free. What a play. And a takeaway for USC going.
It's a moment of what this means, and you've got to absolutely love it.
Foul is on Beckers. I mean, you can feel it here at the XL Center, which has seen Jen on the move. Pull up by Shea. That does sit down.
When she gets hot, she can score in bunches.
Watkins cleared it away for a wing 3 that goes for Heckel.
For Heckel, she's not been shooting the 3-ball that well this season, but you can feel how the confidence has really just continued to flourish with this Trojans group from the start of it.
That off the rim.
And Beckers, you're worried about Fudd. It alleviates some of that type of pressure and allows Shea to get better looks.
Kennedy Smith in the corner. USC is rifling in threes. That's number 6. UConn's only made 1. There's Beck.
We're not going to be getting steals. We're not going to be getting a bunch of offensive rebounds.
They could use 2 from Ashland today for UConn. Makes it a 10-point game. Watkins has 12, trying to get rid of Shade. She did, and buries it. Filthy.
I was going to say nasty, but we can't give Watkins that much room. And so much of her game is often in the mid-range or getting to the basket.
Paige Becker is hoping to have that title by the end of the season.
It's the one thing that's missing, Jay.
Fun on the drive and kick. It's Becker's catch and shoot. It's Cash.
Every single night.
Beckers. Ooh, she missed. That was online. Rebound away from Watkins. Down the ground. She couldn't find the ball. And UConn has it. Bud denied near the rim. Plays it ahead. The crowd wanted the foul.
I need to see that again. You can understand why, though, because it was a big swipe. I'm not sure if she got her.
Erie effect. Knocked it down. Line drive.
There's been a couple swipes. Even keeled, and I think everyone has their own personality. You've got to be you, but that's what it always strikes me about her. She's always so even keeled in how she communicates to her team, regardless of circumstance.
Her team has another Erie Finn jumper, and
USC able to come up with so many second chance opportunities, some of those long rebounds.
Erie Finn fell. Beckers picked up her dribble right at that moment. Arnold slicing it, and she'll go to the free throw line after a hard day. 1 for 2 from the line. Offensive rebound went through the wickets. A team for Watkins. Beckers taking it upon herself. Step back. On the help, Watkins got the block. 1 second for USC. Smith can't get it off. And that's the end of all Trojans at the end of 20 minutes. What a showing.
Of their easy looks.
So how do you stir that up other than Drew Beckers? Watkins, the block of Paige Beckers. Juju on the crossover into the lane, wants to finish, and does. A little hesitation on the blow by, got it to the corner. That is Cash.
Especially when you're trying to build momentum.
Beckers smooth on a rainbow open.
And she has a ability to quiet the crowd. She's not going to get rattled despite what the score looks like. We need a whole lot more of that.
Juju Watkins sizing up her prey. Off the handoff from Erie Finn. It's a long 2. It's good. What can't Juju Watkins do?
When you know it's your day.
Beckers, that's 2 for the UConn star. Here we go.
And in that first half, she started to see some go through, and for UConn, just an excellent sign.
Erie Finn trudging down the lane.
Just a little bit more poise, and you talk about ball movement and player movement, but also a lot of it just comes
for USC and Watkins. Oh, a bullet feed. Shelley swatted into next Tuesday. Kennedy Smith, unsubscribe. So you said this earlier, and I think it's a good point. This officiating crew has let them play, and we have seen a great style of basketball.
I think they have been excellent in that, in the understanding of it.
Strong, tough catch over the shoulders somehow. And
Sarah Strong's so great at sealing underneath the basket. We showed a couple highlights coming into. She's able to understand her positioning on the floor without saying, and then just continuing to be selective with her smarts. When it's not just that, it goes beyond all of that type of skill.
Beckers creating. Suddenly a 14-point game, and it grows again.
Crowd, but they've had spurts.
Near block, and it did fall for Arnold slicing the lane. 7 blocks for USC have led to live ball situations. Shelley wrestles it inside for Strong. Off the spin, that is tough. Here comes UConn. On the flip trip, Arnold. Shade, big one. Got it!
See them be much more fluid and a full court press.
Oh, and the pressure starting to heat up. Beckers, yes! Just like that. Beckers pierces the lane. Got it for a spinning Shelley, and she traveled. They won't count the basket. Wave it off. It's a travel. Iriafen won't take the three. Kennedy Smith. Iriafen right into Strong, and two. There's two helmets colliding there.
That's a tough one.
Take away Marshall. That trickles off. Would have been enormous for USC, and a foul. This is an 8-point game under a minute to go, third quarter. Oh, the drive from Arnold. She got to the rim. Wants Beckers for the shoot against Von Oelhoffen. Beckers, step back, heave it up. No good. And that's the end of the third quarter. But this thing. Reset the offense. Iriafen swaying the ball and scoring. So explosive. Kiki. Strong. The answer.
Between Sarah and Kiki, that as well is going to be a factor here down the fourth quarter of who continues to impose their will with the attention the others get.
Right into one another. Iriafen again.
Talking to Kiki Iriafen, she was very clear about her decision to come to USC. It was based on two things: coming home to Los Angeles, being able to play in front of her family, and to play with Juju Watkins. She said, I want to be the one that's out there taking the pressure off of Watkins.
Up top, 10, springing for three. That was beautiful.
So much focus on Beckers in the wing, the inside of Strong. Big shot by Chen.
Watkins creating the answer. Shade threads it through. That fadeaway is pure.
But gets to the free throw line, a place that the Huskies have been at a lot more tonight than they.
The title as a National Player of the Year coming through Connecticut, and how Paige Beckers has tried. Avery Howell trying to get rid of Shade. Iriafen into the post. Rhea Marshall Strong. Beckers up top. Kelly. Yes!
On cue.
Beckers foul line. Oh, man. Strong from Beckers. Strong turns the corner. That's the first UConn lead tonight. Paige Beckers said the only time Sarah Strong gets a little bit hesitant is playing Fortnite. Watkins fouled and scores. There she is. Juju Watkins takes it right back for USC.
Creating some semblance of space for herself.
Remember what Lindsay Gottlieb told us in shoot-around this morning? Here. 22 for Watkins. A bone crusher and a foul on Beckers. An illegal screen against Paige Beckers.
A little bit of balance. So there's a small extension by Beckers. And the movement of her arms, I think, is what the officials saw from that angle.
It's the third foul on Beckers. 18 USC turnovers, 11 in the second half so far. Chen wanted it. Instead, on the back cut, Beckers for the tie, sleek.
First thing she said is you got to take away the backdoor cuts.
Watkins down the lane, front of the iron. Rebound, Connecticut Strong. Beckers, tough shot, front iron. Everything you could ask for in a college basketball game tonight. Watkins into the lane, drops it off. Marshall. A minute left. Strong, the freshman. Chen. No. Rebound snatched away by Iriafen. Everybody hoped. Watkins and Beckers. Watkins into Beckers, draws the foul, and will get to the free throw line in the fourth against Paige Beckers, and a rare free throw for USC tonight. Juju Watkins, who has a rich family history in Los Angeles, stayed home in part because of that, and how much the city means to her, waiting and hoping, and a crawl off. No help from a distance from the City of Angels on her shoulder there. This one is good. Time in the clutches of Juju Watkins. Becker's up there with her. Watkins hounded by Beckers, and the wraparound foul. That's the C that Watkins looks at. Look at all the energy she's expended. You can see it on her face.
Yes.
She told us in shoot-around, my family always taught me, if you're going to do it all out. And she has again tonight. Beckers had a tip, taken away, recaptured by Beckers. 14 seconds to go off the scramble. Can they get a three? Down to 10. Now it's got to be a three, probably. Absolutely. Beckers for Strong. Her three. No good, but a foul. 3 free throws for the freshman on the foul by Watkins. Lead Sarah Strong. Perfect tonight. She's got to be perfect here. 1 for 1.
Not played like one the entire season. Her biggest moments thus far.
No good. 5 seconds to go. Now. 5 seconds. This one. No good. Long rebound. Becker's got it. Out to Strong. 3 seconds to heave. No! USC with a massive win.
An extraordinarily